Check the market. Stocks do remain on track to break the longest weekly losing streak in decades. As Carl said in the last hour, stocks positive for May, or the Dow is. There you go, 354, about the highs of the day. S&P 500 back above 4,100. So we've repaired a fair amount of damage here over this past week. And I know that sentiment is still so negative, and probably the most negative person on this show, and right, for that matter, over the last many weeks, months, is Steve Weiss, who called me today just before the show and said, Wapner, I bought the SMH, I bought the Qs, I bought the Vanguard S&P, I bought Qualcomm, I added to Volkswagen, I added to XPO, I bought Target, and I bought Cleveland Cliffs, he said. And Farmer Jim didn't know that. But, Steve, are you more positive here?
Well, first of all, Scott, I think I called you Mr. Wapner, not Wapner, number one. Number two, you notice I'm not wearing a jacket.
So, thank you.
Because I didn't want...
Thank you.
Right. I didn't want Jim's tears of joy to come through and, ruin my finely tailored sport coats. So I'm wearing just a shirt. Look, all right. I wouldn't say that my view has changed over the next few months. What I'd say is that I was looking at a number of things. I've been at a few conferences with family offices. And everybody was decidedly negative. Everybody that spoke was negative, and they sounded, frankly, like me. And why I'm referring to them is because they have the freedom of choice. Unlike people that come on the show most of the time, they're always biased long. And there's nothing wrong with that strategy, but I like people that can decide one way or the other. And we were collectively talking that, hey, maybe it's time to trade it a little bit. And what confirmed it for me is that when NVIDIA, which missed on their guidance, and Snowflake, which came in with zero margins and had a big whiff on their guidance, when those turned around the pre-market, as bonds continued to trade, yields continued to trade lower, finally, equities went in the right direction. It hasn't always been the case. So I thought it was a good time to put in exposure. As you'll notice, and as you said, most of my exposure came in the form of ETFs and indexes because I can get in and out of them quickly. They have a lot of liquidity. So that's why I did it. I'm not going to be here very long. I think it can run for another few days. But I'm even more worried than I was before, and I think you'll see that as we get into mid-July and August and earnings start to come down. The Fed will have gone. Why are you more worried?
Why are you more worried than you were before? I mean, you could look at things and say the Fed's getting exactly what it wants. Inflation, moderating, sentiment, negative. That crushes demand a little bit, right? They need demand to come down. Stocks have been beaten up, but they're stabilizing, at least for now. Credit markets mostly, pretty much behaving. This is exactly what the Fed wants. So, Brenda, is now the time to be more or just as negative, or can you try and build a positive case here? I'm not suggesting you have to if you're not, but are there reasons to be more positive than, say, a week ago?
I think there are, and I think there are three important things that we gain confidence in this week that were previously worries of the market. One, we heard in the Fed minutes that the Fed is willing to pause after 2 rate hikes if the data suggests they should. And with financial conditions tightening, it feels like maybe that will happen. Secondly, as you mentioned, Scott, we've had inflation starting to come down a little bit, baby steps, not significant moves, but at least moving the right direction. And then lastly, I think with the retail earnings we've heard this week, we've gained further confirmation that the consumer is still spending. They're just spending differently. So this is not a case of a massive consumer slowdown that it looked like might be the case last week. But in fact, the consumer is still strong and healthy, still employed. So with that backdrop, it feels different this time in our view that perhaps we could gain further traction here with this rally. Not calling the bottom, but saying it feels a little more justifiable here, given the news that we've had this week.